Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV. As you can see, we are now in Copperbell Mines, another dungeon. I truly enjoy this dungeon. I enjoy most dungeons in this game. I'm mostly looking forward to, let me turn my volume down a little bit, it's a bit loud. I'm most looking forward to a haunted house-based dungeon that does come up in the I wouldn't say the near future, but not like the distant future. I'd say like the mid-realm future. Also, I did switch real quick. What did I do? I switched to cone as opposed to ignore depth. I pick up this tiny key. Gonna give that a shot and see if it works in a fashion that I enjoy. It is what Asami recommended to me. Thank you, Asami. You're a lovely individual. If you're still watching this Let's Play, know that you have my thanks. And if you are, let me know. It's always good to know if people are sticking around from the beginning. I know it's not always everyone's cup of tea to stick around for long. They kind of like, you know, watch one or two and they're like, okay, this game's not for me, or this guy's style's not for me, and it happens. But it is always fun to know. I'm actually curious, if you have been watching since episode 1, do you mind letting me know in the comments? I know that's a wee bit of fishing, but I'm curious. Like, this is the kind of stuff that a YouTuber does have to kind of keep an eye on. Like, what kind of retention are they obtaining? Especially with a project like this, like I've said in the past, I do need it to have an unspecified level of viewership, or else I will eventually have to stop it, because this Let's Play does cost me money. You know, it's an MMO. And so, yeah. Also, this one ran away? What a turd. Let me make you weak. Let me crit your face. I don't want to be in that. I'm just gonna... Apparently I got some range on that. Sweet. Okay, the tank does have Iron Will. Very good. Move my mouse, not my mouse, my keyboard a little bit. I was putting my arm to sleep. I like had it at I had my elbow resting on my not up for you. And my elbow resting on my chair arm. Therefore, it was at an odd angle, kind of like a wager, probably a 20-degree angle. And so my middle of my forearm was just like jammed into the edge of my desk, just cutting off circulation like a butthole. I don't know why a butthole would jam off circulation, but actually, you know what? I'm not going to continue that train of thought. No haste. Oh, I can't send poop stains. I don't think there's anything in here. Yeah. Must be a new guy. But, I mean, he's playing a dragon. I mean, some people, when they get into a game, they buy, like, every expansion right off the bat. For instance, Oats finally consented. She's like, hey, can you download Final Fantasy 14 for me? I was like, you missing gaming? Because she quit WoW. She's like, yeah. So she's going to be giving it a shot. And hey, look, it's a giant that I am totally going to make weaker. Let's finish this boy off. Let's see. Yeah, let's skip behind. Ooh, look at this. It's like we're framing. I wonder if there's a... And WoW, you could, like, control Z... Ah, what did I do? Go away. Sorry, I had an overlay you can't see. It was, like, NVIDIA overlay or something. I was like, ah! Thankfully, it doesn't show up on screen because it was just, like, a bunch of green text everywhere. But yeah, she's like... I was like, are you missing playing an MMO? And she said, yeah. And I've been chatting about how much fun I'm having, so I'm going to be starting a new character with her. Depending on what she plays, is because I obviously want to start in the same area, so I'm just going to be something. If she starts off, I think she wants to tank. She sounds like she really likes the idea of being a warrior, which is Link's Lamitza, so I'll probably just make another Arcanist, so I can then make it a Scholar and be a tank heal combo. I really adore healing in this game. Oh, crumbs. I stunned the wrong thing. Oh well. No, thank you, senor. Let's crit your face. 129 damages. Don't need to go that way. It's clearly a dead end if you look at the map. But that's okay. Like I said, this is probably a new person. Oh, look, we're not far from leveling. I mean, we're getting 1,100 experience for each. We only need 80,000 or 79,100, but, you know, rounding to level, so it's pretty quick. Especially since we do have rested experience, which is something I've talked about in this Let's Play before, which is an MMO mechanic that the more time you're logged off, the more bonus experience by 50% you gain. So it does encourage you to stop playing sometimes, or to at least log off in what is called a rested area, which is typically anywhere that you would, if you were to hit the log off button, would do so instantly instead of the 20-second countdown. So places like towns and major cities. I'm gonna focus this thing. I shouldn't have used that there. Oh well. Just gonna focus it because I would like to stun it if it tries an AoE, just to help out my boys in the back. We get thaumaturged quite often. Yeah, no AoEs for you. Spriggan Copper Carrier. I love the designs in this game. Like, that Spriggan's adorable. I almost feel bad killing it. It's just like, oh man. Ba-dum-ba-bum. Also, I watched Asmongold, like, for the first time ever. The big WoW streamer, and whilst he's not my style, he's very opinionated, but I think that's his shtick. You know, I do find myself agreeing with some of his things. Some of his things are rather insensitive, and I'm not all about, like, oh, let's protect everyone's feelings. I feel people should have somewhat of a backbone, but I also am not a let's go out of our way to be mean. And I don't think, from what I saw, I don't think he did that, but he really, when he focuses in on something, he focused hard, and, you know, someone attacked him, so he attacked them back. Not the best thing for a major Twitch streamer to do, because, you know, that can get you banned. If you're bigger than the person that started it, you're the one that's going to get in trouble still, because you're bigger, you have the platform. And I've always stated that I do think people need to be responsible with their platform. You know, if I were a huge, like, 10, 20, 30,000 subscriber channel, I would very much work incredibly hard to just cease all cursing on my channel. Something I do want to really attempt anyways, but, you know, I can't guarantee. Okay, this is the one boss fight I don't like. But the next boss fight, in my opinion, is one of the most unique boss fights we've had in MMO dungeons. Just because it's I've never seen another dungeon boss fight run like that in WoW, or in this game, or in EverQuest 2, which I played, or Guild Wars 2, or ESO. You know, all games I've played. I do want to try EverQuest 2 again. I believe they brought out Legacy. I know they did that for EverQuest 1, but they brought out Legacy, and basically it was WoW Classic. You know, well, they did before WoW Classic. They brought back the old game before the patches, and before the expansions. That okay, there will be a timer on which we release expansions. And EverQuest 2 is one of the earliest MMOs I played. And I remember playing, I believe they're called Froglocks. They're frog people, and I thought they were flippin' adorable, because they hop around, and that was before I was all into gnomes and halflings. So I was like, Froggy, closest thing to a reptile I can be in this game, because, you know, amphibian, might as well be a reptile to a kid. And I liked it. I can't remember what I played. I want to say I played a druid, but their druid is very different from a WoW druid, very different from a D&D druid, I think. I don't recall any shape-shifting. I recall them being more magically inclined, which for me nowadays, perfect. I enjoy shape-shifting in games, but I'm a mage through and through. So playing this Lancer is still a bit off for me, but I do enjoy it. Still kind of wish I was an archer. I don't know why the archer feels so holy. And there's our boss. I don't know why he pulls to me so, but it just does. And maybe it's because I've never played an archer beyond level like 10. So that's probably it. I've never really had the chance to do anything with it. Why did my left screen just black out? Doesn't matter. I have a new one. I bought a new monitor to match the same one I had prior, and it gets a little weird and fuzzy, so I called Dell, like, hey, it's messed up. And they're like, oh, we'll just send you a new one. And so they sent me a new one. And I just need to plug it in. I already have it. I just haven't. Oh, hey, we got that thing, and I never equipped it. Do that. Any other new gear that I have that I haven't noticed? I have foe strike. I didn't know I had the foe striker skirt. When did that happen? Anything else? No. Okay. So we did have some new gear, and I just didn't know it. That's really funny, actually. Yeah, there's a treasure chest right there. I'll go open it because... why the hell not? Plundered leather belt. Yums. That's like the item chest version, the non-boss drop version. I believe of this kind of category. I'd love to get it. Good upgrade. I'll definitely take it. Get some skill speed. That'd be nice. That'd be real nice. If anyone else... I mean, no one else can roll need on except... I guess the gladiator can. Hope he didn't. Hope he did not. Because as you see, it just says Disciple of War. It's not gladiator specific. Like the majority of gear I got in the last dungeon we did in Tamtara Deepcroft. So here we are looking for more fire sand, I think it's called. I'll bring this guy over because apparently he's AoEing, but being very selective with what he attacks. I think a bomb will drop it. That would make the most sense. And a cat just ran under my feet. Stun you for the lol. What's this? Haste. No sir. No haste for you. Blasting powder. There we go. Let's pick up the fire sand. Got it. We do need some more. Man, these things are going down quite slowly. I wonder if... no, I'm seeing rocks, so the white mage, or the conjurer, is helping. Rockins F, Rain Valant, Loki Joker, and then Soulkrist Ruther. Who has the best name in the party? Me, of course. Just kidding, everyone's name is good. The Loki Joker is actually quite good. I assume they like Loki from Marvel and Joker from Persona. It could be Loki from Mythology, but with what's hot right now, I'm gonna just assume it's Marvel. Marvelous. Hey, we'll get that chest for us. I'll go put in the sand. Pair of foe strikers mitts. Don't I already have that? I do. So I'm going to pass. Put in the powder chamber, the 12 ounces. And then fire in the hole. Alright, here comes one of my favorite boss fights for early game. I think it's just really, really fun. Just gonna pick this up. I hope this tank knows what to do. Icarus ear. Ear, I don't know. So there's this box. You need to pop it. And be like, yo dog, come over here. And you need to kill it at the blob. Hopefully the tank doesn't, like, rip the blob out of it. So what I'm going to do is actually stun the thing, just in case, because, yeah, I don't know if the tank knows. We got to wait for that to pop back up, and then we are good to go. You're good to go. Oh, sorry, too much Dragon Quest in my life. Is there such thing as too much Dragon Quest? The answer is no, there's not. So, I mean, you can attack these things, but it's basically useless. They have an inordinate amount of health. Come over here! You'll get Spriggans, I guess. Maybe the other guy will deal with them. I don't know. Okay, let's hope that he doesn't drag him out. Gotta let it blow. It is with a T. Blow on the slime. Sorry, I'm typing over a microphone and over, and beyond a cup. So, yeah. So what happens is the bomb was blowing up and they killed it or stunned it. I didn't really tell. So you want to just attack it, and then once it starts blowing up, just leave. Just get out, like such. Boom, dog. Look at that, 156,000 damage. Thank goodness it wouldn't do that to us. I think. Actually, it might be a one-shot. I can't tell you the last time I actually got hit by it. I'm just gonna stand here, look remotely pretty. Let's just like slash dance or something. There we go. Time to hit this thing. A plow. Throw a javelin at it. I've been playing a lot of Diablo 2 lately, like a lot of Diablo 2. So I'm working on gonna make a Jabazon soon, so you know I'll be throwing lots of jabs, dogs, lots of jabs. Alright, there you go, there we go. And Kaplowy! I think we can kill the we can kill these now. Because we're baller AF. Run away. Also, I looked it up. We're gonna get an AoE like at level 40. So it's gonna be a bit, but at 26, we're gonna get an amazing. Look at 530. 530 potency. It's a triple. We'll do that, then Vorpal Thrust, then the thing. What are we getting here? Disciple Magic. God, that looks so cool. I love this piece of gear. Look at that. Look at it! If I were a healer, I would wear. Thank you. Happy face. Always be kind to new players, ladies and gents. Always. Always and forever. Living fossil. Hachoo! I said hachoo! Sorry, I sneezed javelins in case you guys didn't catch on to that. Hey! This cone thing's not doing what I want. It's still not working how I want. But I guess it was. Maybe I just do this. Ow! Oh, I was like, why wasn't targeting that one? Because it's dead. It was in its death throes. Did I win? I don't think I won the thing. I would have heard the bum ba da ba. I did win it. Hot stick. Oh, I can't during combat. Derp. A blurgard sturgeon clurbin. Sorry, I'm literally focusing on what I'm saying, so I don't curse. And I don't think I have yet, but there's a time when I was doing recordings with the wonderful Professor Hoenn, and he was like, Soul, you just cursed, and I'm just saying to myself, what? I did? Like, I did. That's the problem of the habit of language, is you get into the lexicon that you're used to using, and to change that is tough. I'm very lucky that I'm good at not cursing in my classroom, because that would be a bad, but that's because that's environmental. This, on the other hand, I've cursed for a long time whilst doing Let's Plays, as well as just whilst gaming. Like, I'll like die and be like, oh, you son of a... I don't really rage, but I do get unhappy if I get wrecked. Actually, getting wrecked doesn't bother me usually. I'm just like, oh, then, yeah. But it's things that I feel like, how is that fair? Like Dark Souls 2. I'll get mad at Dark Souls 2 because that game doesn't understand hit collision at all. That's kind of why I think when I Let's Played it, it's probably the last time I'll play that game. Definitely snagging this if I can. Ooh, plundered moccasins. What reason I got excited about the knives is because we might turn into a rogue. Few people have shown interest in that. I've shown interest in that. It's things I've not experienced ever. I've never played the rogue. So it would be very neat, very neato mosquito for me to play the Ragu, as I like to pronounce it, because it's fun. And you might be saying to yourself, wow, Soul, you're acting very different right now in terms of how you're commentating. And I would agree, which is why I thought about it. And that's because it is midday. I so often record at night when I'm already tired. And I have a slight headache basically every night because being old sucks. I'm 31. I'll be 32 in like a half a month. So to me, that's old. But I'm awake. I don't have a headache. My first cup of Joe. What's up, normal Joe? My first cup of Joe is still kicking. So I'm in a good mood. Plus, it's Friday. You got to get down on Friday, guys. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. I just follow what Rebecca Black tells us to do. And so I'm in a good mood. And there have been a few episodes. I rarely record at this time of day, even on the weekends. Because the freaking weekend, baby, got to have me some fun. It's when I like to play me some Dark Souls. Or some of the bloodiest of bonds. And so, yeah, I'm just in a good way. But I will, speaking of Bloodborne, I know I Let's Played it where I did the Broccoli Man, but since then I learned of a way to dupe items that drop off of NPCs, and what that is let's go for Willem, for instance, in Bergenworth. You kill Willem as he points to the ROM jump-off area, and you kill him and he drops the Eye Rune, the second tier Eye Rune, which increases item find. Apparently, if you run all the way back beyond the Shadows of Yharnam, darn, that's just for tanks. Beyond the Shadows of Yharnam, you, to where the first pig is, and like into the sludge, it will unload the Bergenworth map. And then you run back to the, just like a little bit. Leave no more, free, free! Don't worry, we'll go back on that. This is actually a really fun boss fight too. I think it's really well crafted. God, look at that torso. He's clearly hungry. Like, you can see the man's ribs. But yeah, it'll unload Bergenworth, and then you run back to, like, the little, I guess, alleyway to some degree, and it'll reload Bergenworth. And you run back, and it takes, like, a minute and a half, 2 minutes. What that will do is it will, every time you unload the map and reload it, it will respawn the item. So you can actually get the Eye Rune 3 times, something that is not actually possible in the game normally. Thus, boosting your item find, so when you're doing things like Chalice Dungeon farming, it just makes it super easy. Or not super easy, but it increases your item find. So I redid my entire Arcane build. Beat the Orphan of Kos in 2 tries? 2 tries? Did I stun you? Yeah. Fully resisted. So this is unique. A boy is going to come out. I'm going to feint you, so you do a little less damage to my friend. And then I'm going to attack you. Because if he breaks this boulder, I don't actually know what happens. I think it might be like an infinite spawn or something. But yes, so I redid the entire playthrough, and for the first time ever, I did all the story Chalice dungeons and fought Queen Yharnam. My first time ever. Really exciting to me, because I'd never fought her before. It should really be the Black Mage killing that thing, by the way, because I have to run back and forth, and another one will be coming out right there, so yeah. I mean, looking at it, I don't have to. The boss is fine. See, I think, will he run, like, back and forth, though? I don't know. You know, I'm going to use my limit break early. I just want to see how much damage it does. Let's check it out. Right there. That's a good chunk of damage. I mean, I should have let the Black Mage do it, because, you know, then he could have hit the other guy, too, but... oh, well. We're still going to win. Look at that. Look at that. Yams! Well done, all. Always be nice, people. Always be nice in MMOs. There's no reason to not be. Literally 0 reason. I thought I wasn't recording. I was going to be like, no! Because I actually think I'm being entertaining right now. Could be wrong, but I don't know. Let's see what dropped. Let's accommodate the Loki, because I think he's new. Make him feel good about himself. And lootification. Let's go see what. Don't touch it. I want to touch it. I want to touch it. I want to touch it. Oh, damn it. That is for magic. And that is for thaumaturge. How's it look? look at that. I love that. It's like Ifrit horns. Oh, I won the plundered trousers? Wait, I don't want those. What did I roll on? These. I won them! Plundered moccasins. So let's compare. We're going to get 6 more defense, which is great for more soloing. 1 more strength, 1 more dex. Determination stays the same, more vitality, and direct hit rate. What does direct hit rate do? So dealing slightly more damage. So not quite a crit, but like a pseudo crit, I guess. And then determination, you're like versatility, right? Affects the amount of damage dealt by both physical and magic attacks, as well as the amount of HP restored. Yeah, so it's just like flat damage boost right there. So that is good. So, whoop-bam! Look at my little bootsies! Look at them! Scroll, scroll, scroll! Oh, these little bootsies. Ah! I'm adorable. Alright, here we are back at the Adventurers Guild. Let's go speak with a mesa that is painted. AKA Big Tall Man. Look, you're shiny. Apparently I'm going to be synced here. Oh, I think I know what's happening. The Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mine operations can resume, and old Da will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. Shucks. I'll share the good times with Pat Pashan, and the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive in one piece. Dude, you look comfy. Your gloves just look like they're effective and they work. No! What? Oh god, we just like booked it. We're like, go! Oh, I fucking hate race. Sorry, I hate race. Obnoxious merchant. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this, paid for with my own coin. But right, you refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice of cut dodo. I'm going to say one more time, give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you never set foot in this town. I hate racists. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe of law-abiding citizens, but I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities don't need to hear... You're threatening to rape her in public, sir. You're threatening to rape her. That's what you're doing. It's disgusting. But I ain't done nothing wrong. Twelves is me witness. I don't like that no one's willing to help. It really bothers me. And I'm just like, I'm short. I got this. But please, adventurer, help me. I beg of ye. I swear on me mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat my children to a decent meal. She has kids. She's very pretty. I will stab you in the gut, tall man. And who the hells are you when you're at home? The dog's master? I've had enough of this mummer's face. You lot, teach them a lesson. Of course you can't do your dirty work on your own, obnoxious merchant. Ooh, a pugilist. Cool beans. Defeat the bodyguards. With pleasure. Take this. I'll take this. The rest you can watch. Yeah, I'm gonna crit your face, so, take that. Ooh, it feels good. Here, do less damage to me because you smell. So pugilists have, like, they buff themselves, yeah, like raptor form, they have a popo form, things like that. And I guess, like, they improve their speed, they improve their different things. I don't know, I've not played one. They look fun, though. When I was in a guild back in the day, or a link shell, as they're called, we had a monk, and he loved it. We also had a bard, and she absolutely adored that class, which is part of why I always wanted to try it. Her and I actually started new characters where she played a black mage, which was I was, and I played a bard for a little bit, but not too long into that, maybe like level 15, 10 or 15-ish, which is how far I got with the archer, she got into a bad accident. Fortunately, she got assaulted, and she was leaving the gym, and someone robbed her and beat the crap out of her. And so she took a big break from everything, as she kind of was really traumatized from that. And so her and I would just talk at that point. But yeah, I ain't getting paid enough for this. Yeah, that stopped my playing of the archer. Hey, where the hells do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventure. Thank you thrice over. Why is the crystal kicking in now? Wait, what? This is outside Ul'dah in the refugee camp. I swear there are more refugees than when I last looked. Wouldn't be mistaken. It's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they all coming here now? That's the problem, trust me. It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. Residents found their land had either been rendered barren or cut off from the trade routes. Problems like these aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. Thank you for showing the plight of a refugee. They don't flee their homes for fun. I see. The calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in other cities? I don't actually know. Probably. If the talk is true, yes. There you go, you have it. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced, Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. Makes sense. My heart goes out to them, it truly does, but I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. From the citizens it will. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flame. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire are patrolling the streets for riffraff? May well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, what will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Thank you. Dodo tenderloins. Get your Dodo tenderloins. Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Boom. She just... Oh, so we're seeing what happened. Looking around, you'd think that Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. Peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Kind of a trend in a Realm Reborn. Gotta recover. But it is reborn! And rebirth is not always as beautiful as the phoenix. Sir? Are you alright? Yeah, I got freckles. I'm fine. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? Dude, you threatened to rape her. Really? What? Saw her by the meat, you say? That's absurd. Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? Ooh, look at them. Sexy ladies. Well, I'll overlook this. Just this once. Overlook what? God bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come out when you did, who knows what the monster might have done. I don't bear to thinking about it. I don't blame you. Case closed. Hey! Hello again. We've been keeping a close eye on you ever since you left Gridania. Missed you guys. You discharged your duties as envoy impeccably and never once faltered in the face of myriad dangers. But more importantly, you were always ready to help those in need, even if you didn't stand and earn any gil by doing so. Not always about the gil. You are possessed of a quality all we seek as an adventurer. Of this we are convinced. You seek? Even if you were kind of dragged into business with the dodo meat. Yes, thank you, Yada. And then there's the matter of your gift. I dare say you are curious as to the nature of vision you bore witness 2 moments ago. Well, we can help you understand it. Oh, how do you know I had a vision? You're not the only one with that power, you know. We have friends who has it too, and we'd love for you to meet her. Oh, she's one of my favorites. And meeting her is only the beginning, for we would also have you lend your strength to our cause. In return, you should be glad to assist you in adventuring endeavors in whatever way we are able. I would love to join your little gang. Should you decide to take us up on our offer, and I sincerely hope you will, pray speak to Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand is a good friend of ours. She will tell you where to find us. Yes, we're finally going to get to our mount soon. Wait a minute. We haven't even told you the name of our order. We're the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, defenders of justice. Justice! Oh, and don't tell anyone, except for Momodi. She already knows. Love it. Love it to bits. Oh, the characters in this game they're fantastic. So before we go, I just want you all to know that now that we are in Ul'dah, if you ever are in need of entertainment and relaxation, just come right over here to the Ruby Road Exchange area. And these fine young ladies will put on a show for you anytime. So just have a sit, not a sot, a sit. And just enjoy the show. And this is where we're going to go. Look, we're going to sway back and forth to their presumed music. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Do take care of yourselves. But until next time, can I wave while sitting? Bye-bye for now.